What's up, you guys? Quaza here. Welcome back to the channel. Before we get into today's video, I just wanted to thank all my subscribers. We hit over 400 subscribers, I believe yesterday, and that's really huge. I really thank you for all your support, and if you aren't subscribed already, please consider doing that. You know, I hope to continue to grow this channel and post more GBL content and possibly Silph content. So in this video, this is my first season 4 video, and you know, I haven't been doing that great in season 4. I'm rocking this Machamp, Marowak, Azumarill line, and it's been doing pretty all right. I mean, you know, a lot of kind of 3 and 2 sets, you know, some negative sets. So in this video, I'm going to be posting 4 sets. It's going to be a bit of a longer video. The last set will be a 5-0. But yeah, you're gonna see some wins and losses here. This team does kind of not do, you know, we don't do that well against kind of the new Pokemon like Galvantula, especially if they're in the back and we can't line up our Marowak against them, since Galvantula does well against Machamp and Azumarill. But you know, I've still had good success with this team. I mean, you'll see in these battles, you know, you can kind of play around it. So in this matchup against Zapdos, I'm leading Machamp. I mean, Machamp does have a lot of favorable leads. I noticed a lot of people are kind of leading Stunfisk to counter the Galvantula lead. So Machamp would be a great matchup against that. In this matchup, we're going to want to shield up the Drill Pecks, but you know, our counters are doing so much damage. We're going to be able to win the 2 shield, and that's what we're going to go for. And Thundershock barely does any damage, even against Shadow Machamp. So you know, we're just going to go into the 2 shield here and look to win this with a lot of health left and still some residual energy. So we're able to counter down that Zapdos. Brings in a Meganium. We're going for the Rock Slide here. I think we're only going to get to 1 charge move. So I'm going to throw the harder hitting charge move. And then we want to, yeah, we're staying in here because we don't want to line up our Azumarill against Meganium. He's getting off the Frenzy Plant. That's great. So he's Bone Dry on energy. We're going to bring in Marowak and just farm down. He makes a swap into Bastiodon. We're gonna get off this Shadow Ball. Our Azumarill is not running Hydro Pump, so you know, we want to chip down this Bastiodon. That way, our Azumarill can kind of just throw 1 Ice Beam and bubble down. Getting off a charge move here, likely a Stone Edge, doesn't do too much damage. We're both out of shields. We're gonna throw this Ice Beam. I believe this does KO the Bastiodon at this range, and we're just 1 bubble away. Oh no, it doesn't KO the Bastiodon. And now we're at an Ice Beam. He's throwing out a Stone Edge. I don't think this KOs us. Yeah, we live. Makes a switch into Meganium. We're able to just bubble it down, and yeah, same with the Bastiodon. Didn't even have to throw a charge move there. So doing pretty well in this set so far. Stunfisk. This is the regular Stunfisk, so we're not going to do super effective damage. However, both of our Pokemon in the back, you know, do not want to see this Stunfisk. So we're going to stay in with our Machamp here. We shield up this first one. We can tank 1 Mud Bomb, but we do win in a 2 shield, and I think we were gonna have to go into a 2 shield scenario here because we don't want to line up our Pokemon in the back. I mean, Azumarill does all right against Stunfisk, but I mean, it gets to those charges so fast. He makes a switch into Altaria. That's a good switch. We throw this Rock Slide, and he lets it go. Okay, so we're gonna bring in Azumarill here. And I believe we try to bubble down. Altaria does resist the bubble damage, so it will be a very tough farm down. Okay, so we're just gonna throw the Ice Beam. Not gonna charge it. I think this still kills the Altaria anyway. He has a Shadow Machamp. All right, so we're gonna throw Ice Beam. Ice Beam this is likely gonna draw the shield. Shadow Machamp is really frail, so you're gonna, you know, we're gonna be burning shields here. If this is a Rock Slide, I think it comes close to KOing us. Yeah, and then he switches into Stunfisk, but we're able to get this Ice Beam. Yeah, so that was a mistake by my opponent. He should have just countered us down. So we take out the Stunfisk, and then we have a Marowak for this Machamp. We still have a shield, so we're just gonna shield this up, whatever it is. Rock Slide wouldn't KO us, but it would do a lot of damage. And yeah, he just backs out. So GG to my opponent. Marowak and Azumarill, I played this in season 3, and it's a very strong core. Like I said, you don't you suffer kind of against the Galvantulas in the back, so gotta watch out for that. But Skarmory lead, we're just gonna safe swap into Azumarill and see what he wants to do. He's staying in here. He's likely, I tried to kind of CMP tie there, you know, hoping he's gonna throw the Brave Bird. He does throw the Brave Bird there. We're gonna shield that up. He goes into his own Azumarill. So we're ahead on energy here, but we are behind on health. And as well, we're also down a shield. So This is not the best scenario for us. We're gonna be getting off Play Rough. Play Rough is the better move in the mirror match. Getting off another Play Rough here. Gonna bring the Azumarill pretty low if he doesn't shield. We do get the shield. He was up a shield on us, so good use of the shield there. A Play Rough would take us out here, but we can't use a shield because we need to save the shield for, you know, kind of like Machamp. And we wouldn't have killed defeated his Azumarill anyway. We were behind on health. So we're gonna try to farm up with the Machamp. I was hoping to get a shield here, but my opponent, you know, either was expecting the bait or was counting my fast moves because I wasn't to a Rock Slide. We're gonna have to shield at that Play Rough, and we're gonna look to counter down. Yeah, so Shadow Machamp countering down. He brings in the Skarmory. We're gonna throw this Rock Slide, either burn his last shield or take out the Skarmory. We do get his last shield, and we're gonna go into our Marowak. And he has an Obstagoon. Okay, so this is not great because even though we're resisting the counters, the Night Slash is going to do super effective damage, and it gets them so quickly. It's just 5 counters to the Night Slashes, and our charge moves do nothing against Obstagoon. Bone Club does neutral, but Bone Club is just an awful move. I wonder if I should, you know, even throw the Shadow... No, and Shadow Ball would be super resisted because of his normal Dark type. So yeah, nothing much we can do here. He's throwing the Night Slash again. And I was hoping to be able to get to a charge move here to take out the Skarmory. Yeah, I should have thrown that cross chop. I'm not sure why I didn't throw it. I think that was a winnable game. So yeah, we do take a loss there. Marowak lead. So with these leads, I kind of like to stay in. I mean, even our Azumarill doesn't have a great matchup against the Marowak because we're running Ice Beam and Play Rough, so both of those are going to be resisted by a Marowak. We do throw the cross chop bait, and we do get the shield, and we do survive this Bone Club, so no need to shield. He's throwing another Bone Club here, realizing that we're going to get to another charge move. We're going to shield that up so we can get to this Rock Slide. This Rock Slide will KO the Marowak from this range or get his last shield. We do get his last shield, and he takes out our Machamp. So now we can bring in our Azumarill. He has a Ferrothorn, and we have a Marowak. So we're doing double super effective damage because of his Steel and Grass typing. Our Fire Spins are doing a lot of work, and we're going to resist all of his moves except for Thunder, but he throws Flash Cannon there, so which is totally fine. We charge up a ton of energy. Let's see what he comes in with. This might be the Caleb line. Yeah, so he was probably running on another Grass in the back. So, and we had a Shadow Ball, you know, if you brought in that Marowak. So we went 4-on-1 that set. Going into the second set, we're going to go up against U-Camper, Azumarill lead, not a great lead. So we're going to charge up to a Rock Slide and throw the Rock Slide. A lot of Azumarills don't shield this, but it does do a good bit of damage, about 40% of the health. And we tried to catch the Ice Beam on that one, not successful. We're going to have to shield it up. It would take us out from there. So let's see. I am throwing the cross shot bait. Let's see if we get the shield. Even if we don't, we could just shield and then farm down. Okay, and then we make a swap into a Azumarill to catch what is likely an Ice Beam. Yep, just an Ice Beam. So good swap by us, but he has a Ferrothorn, so this is not good because yeah, we can't do anything against Ferrothorn. Even though Ice Beam does neutral damage, it doesn't do that much. You know, it's a non-stat move, so it's gonna do maybe about a quarter of its health. Yeah, it doesn't do too much, and he's gonna be able to farm us down. So this is not good. He has a ton of loaded energy. We're gonna go into our Marowak here. So we're doing that double super effective damage, and we're gonna resist all of his charge moves, except for Thunder. I keep forgetting about the Thunder. Yeah, I wonder if I should have just thrown the Bone Club here, but we're going for the Shadow Ball. I didn't want to take any more bubble damage. So he brings in a Skarmory, and even though Marowak has a good matchup against Skarmory, he does still have a shield. Does he shield? Oh, and we do get the Shadow Ball through. So he's throwing a Sky Attack here. Do we shield? We do shield. And are we able to take out the Skarmory? Yeah, so we're countering down, but he has a charge move ready on his Ferrothorn, and that would have been a GG. Yeah, I had some loaded energy on my Machamp, but he had a shield anyway, so I wanted to try to take it out with just fast moves, but not successful. So we do lose that game. Altaria lead again. So Azumarill really is our hard counter to Altaria, but Marowak doesn't really want to see Altaria, and Machamp, we do win the one shield. So again, we're baiting with the cross chop, and now we're just like that Marowak matchup. We're gonna throw this Rock Slide. So either he's gonna burn both shields, or you know, we would have taken him out. So he does charge up a ton of energy. We're gonna go in with our Azumarill, expecting to swap. He has a Deoxys, which is perfect. We go into our Marowak. So even though these rock slides do super effective damage, it wouldn't take us out. We do shield anyway to preserve the health. I'm wondering if I should have done that, but yeah, he gets to another rock slide. We want to charge up some extra energy because we want to be ready for the Altaria that's gonna come in. We're gonna charge up to just about 2 Shadow Balls. You can't load 2 Shadow Balls because of its energy cost. So we're 1 Fire Spin away. We do get off that Fire Spin, and I let this go. It's not going to KO us, but I believe he gets to another one. Yeah. I might have over-tapped there. I'm not really sure, but he's able to get to it. So we're not going to throw our... We're going to save our shield there. We wasted that energy. He's getting off another Sky Attack here. This will do a decent amount of damage. Azumarill is nice and bulky, though, and he has a Lantern. So which is really unfortunate. Neither our Marowak or... this Azumarill here would have done well against Lantern, so I believe this will be another L. Thunderbolt will be doing super effective damage. We do shield that up. And these Play Roughs are doing neutral damage, but Lantern is really bulky, and Play Rough is just, you know, it's an okay move, but it doesn't do that much damage. And he's obviously resisting those bubbles. He's going to get to another Thunderbolt here and be able to take us out. So good plays by my opponent. Yeah, so he had 2 counters to Azumarill in the back, and our Marowak couldn't really handle, you know, that Lantern either. So Skarmory lead. This is not a super great lead for us. We're gonna go into Azumarill here. We get a bit of lag. He's likely throwing the... Is he throwing... I think he... I thought this was the Brave Bird, so I do shield, but it's just a Sky Attack. Good bait by my opponent. Brings in Azumarill. We are ahead on energy here, so we're gonna throw this Play Rough. Azumarill mirrors, really exciting. A lot of them are running Play Rough, so, you know, this is going to be kind of a slow match. We're getting off another Play Rough here. So both of our Pokemon in the back, we want to try to line up our Marowak with the Skarmory. But both of our Pokemon in the back can handle the Skarmory pretty well. You know, even though Machamp takes super effective damage, we still have a shield, and, you know, those counters are doing neutral damage, and being Shadow Machamp, it does a lot of damage. So my opponent makes a swap into Machamp here. So we're going to go into Marowak. She's switch locked now, and I believe this is just a cross chop. Do I let this go? Yeah, this is just a cross chop. You definitely want to build up there. We're gonna get off the Shadow Ball. This will KO the Machamp if she doesn't shield. We do take out the Machamp, which is really good, and she's gonna bring back the Azumarill. We're gonna go into our Machamp, and we're gonna get off this cross shot before she can get off a charge move. Either get the shield or just waste the energy on the Azumarill. Brings back the Skarmory. So we're gonna chip with this cross chop. I mean, even if she doesn't shield, I mean, this will do a decent amount of damage, and then we can just Fire Spin or counter down. So she is going for the farm down. We still have a shield though. Now, if this is the Brave Bird, I believe it could take us out. It's just a Sky Attack though. I didn't figure she, you know, since we had a shield, I figured she would throw the, you know, throw the Brave Bird here. So we called that correctly, and we're able to just Fire Spin down. So very good game to my opponent. That was a close game. So yeah, even if you lose some matchups with with the Machamp lead, you know, you can still recover from them. Hypno is a hard kind of counter. You know, Marowak is our best answer here, but we're gonna safe swap into Azumarill. Marowak is not a great safe swap. So we're gonna just look to chip down this Hypno. And he's staying in here, which is really curious. You know, the Hypno has such a great matchup against the Shadow Machamp. You probably want to switch out sooner, even though you have a favorable matchup against the Azumarill. So he brings in a Munchlax. We're going to look to chip this Munchlax down, and then look to come in with our Machamp to farm it down. Getting off a Body Slam here does take out our Azumarill, which is fine. We have the Machamp, and we're going to look to farm down. Do we shield here? Yeah, we do shield, because if we didn't, it would have taken us really low. Like, I think it does about half health, and then the confusions from Hypno will just really hurt us. We're gonna bait the Rock Slide here. We don't get the shield, really unfortunate. Yeah, and then he's getting off a charge move here. This is the Shadow Ball, is pretty much game over, but it's just a Thunder Punch. So good for us. And he has a Scrafty, so that's not good. Scrafty, again, we're kind of like opposite game. We're resisting the counters, but Scrappy has access to Foul Play, which is going to do super effective damage against us. We're getting off these Bone Clubs, just chipping away. You know, he still had 2 shields, so I mean, I didn't really want to throw the Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball would be resisted. He does throw the Foul Play, and at this point, I believe there's just a Power Up Punch, so I'm not going to shield. And we're able to just counter this Scrappy down, and now we have to counter the Hypno down because he still had 2 shields, and we are. So that was a really close game. Machamp Hypno counter confirmed. Yeah, my opponent definitely makes some mistakes there. He died with 2. He lost with 2 shield. So I think he underestimated kind of the counter damage from Machamp. Another bad lead, Clefable, and another, she's staying in, which is kind of really curious. Clefable has a very positive matchup against Machamp. So Clefable does all right against Azumarill, but I mean, you definitely don't want to be staying in here. So we're going to shield up that Moonblast, and we're going to get off another Ice Beam. Let's see if we get the last shield here. She does give up the last shield. All right, so that's really curious. Maybe her Pokemon in the back are really weak to Azumarill, but we're able to get off to another Ice Beam, and this will KO the Clefable. So not only do we win switch advantage, but we're still up a shield. And she brings in a Stunfisk. So we're gonna bring in our Machamp here. I don't believe a Rock Slide takes us out here, but we're gonna shield anyway because it would take us really low. And we're gonna farm up some additional energy and then throw this Cross Chop. This Cross Chop will KO the Stunfisk from this range. And then she has a Bastiodon, and Bastiodon takes double super effective damage, with the fighting move. So we're able to just get to another Cross Chop and take it out. Kind of interesting line, double steal in the back. Yeah, she backs out there. So, pretty interesting line, but our Machamp was able to deal with that. I think she definitely should have swapped out and tried to preserve the Clefable there, but either way, okay, 3 and 2 in that set. So again, we're showing the wins, we're showing the losses here. Season 4 has been, kind of a grind for us, but yeah. So we're getting into the 3rd set here, and we're going up against Onion. I didn't catch the numbers there. Registeel lead. That's really positive. He makes a swap into Cresselia, and yeah, we make a mistake there. Yeah, I gotta. So that's one mistake that I made. A lot of times I do these blind swaps because I figure, Marowak has a great matchup against Registeel, and our Azumarill is not running Hydro Pump, so we have a pretty poor matchup against Registeel. So I just kind of made that blind swap in the Azumarill. I mean, I really have to get better at, making more measured decisions when it comes to swapping. Because our Marowak would have had a great matchup against this Cresselia. Cresselia's typically run Grass Knot and Moonblast in Great League, and we would have resisted that while, our Shadow Ball would have done super effective damage. So he does win switch advantage here, but, that's not that important because we do have a Marowak and the Machamp that can kind of handle the Registeel. Azumarill, so that's really bad. Azumarill has a good matchup against both our Machamp and our Marowak. We're going to shield this Ice Beam, and then we're going to look to hopefully burn some shields here. Going for the Cross Chop. We don't get a shield. Yeah, my opponent is just kind of doing everything right. We're going for another Cross Chop bait here. I mean, he's going to have to shield eventually. We do get it 1 shield there. Likely going to shield again here. Yep, we do shield again, and then we're gonna try to go for this Rock Slide. I believe this will take out the Azumarill or put it very, very low if he doesn't shield. We do get the shield, and then we're gonna catch this Ice Beam with our Marowak. We are resisting that Ice Beam, but these bubbles are doing so much damage, so we're gonna have to get off a charge move here. We're gonna have to throw our energy. This will take out the Azumarill, but he still has a full health Registeel, and even though Marowak has such a great matchup against Registeel, we're just like, I believe we're in range for a Flash Cannon here. Yeah, this will likely take us out. We're not even able to get the Shadow Ball. I believe if I was able to get the Shadow Ball, I would have been able to counter it down, but yeah, I'm throwing my energy here because he would have almost got to another Rock Slide, and I couldn't charge up to 2 Cross Chops anyway. So yeah, this was a good GG. The Grass Knot takes us out, so good game to my opponent. Yeah, so even though we won lead there, we made a bad swap, and that cost us the game. So we get another positive lead here. Let's see if we are able to capitalize on this one this time. So Deoxys, yeah, so okay, so I make a swap into Azumarill. Again, kind of a questionable swap. He's running Thunderbolt, so yeah, definitely should have swapped into Marowak, even though Marowak takes super effective damage from Rock Slides, which Deoxys has always run. You know, we're resisting those counters, and our Shadow Ball would have done super effective damage. So we're throwing the play rough here. Yeah, so I've just been kind of making not the best plays in season 4 so far. I mean, I've been playing a lot kind of late at night because I haven't had time in the day, so maybe that's a factor. But you know, not trying to make excuses, but I definitely make sure that you're in a good state of mind when you're playing. Just so that, you know, because there's a lot you have to do. You have to keep up with energy, fast move counts, you know, how much health your Pokemon have. So he brings in a Victreebel. We're going to go for this Rock Slide. It would have done a lot of damage. It's not a Shadow Victreebel, so it's not doing as much damage as a Shadow would. So he brings back in the Stunfisk. We're going to go for the Shadow Ball. Even though Bone Club is super effective, Shadow Ball is definitely the way to go, especially if shields are down. Are we going to shield here? We're not going to shield. It's going to take out our Marowak, and we're able to get this Rock Slide. Now, if this was a Shadow, this would easily take it out, but I believe it leaves... Yeah, he still had 1 HP, but we're able to counter it down. So, good game. We do pick up that win, even though we made a bad swap again. Tropius lead. So, I played this kind of similar to kind of the Marowak and Altaria matchup. I'm going to bait with the Cross Chop, and if he doesn't throw a charge move, we should be able to get to the Rock Slide. We are able to get to the Rock Slide. So it's very close, as you can see, but if you lag, you're not gonna be able to get to it. So that is risky. We do burn both shields there. Now we can bring in our Marowak. Makes a swap into Azumarill, so we're gonna go into our own Azumarill. We are running Play Rough, so we do have a good matchup in the mirror, and we are up 2 shield. So he's running Play Rough as well. So this is going to be somewhat tricky because we definitely need to take out this Azumarill, and hopefully we can take it out with some residual energy to throw at the Tropius. Ice Beam would do double super effective damage against the Tropius. He's getting off another Play Rough here. We're saving our shields here because we need Marowak to kind of sweep, and hopefully it can handle the Tropius and whatever's in the back. He makes a switch to Stunfisk. All right, so good thing we saved those shields because we're likely gonna shield here. This is the Rock Slide. It wouldn't take us out, but it would do super effective damage. Does about a little over half health, I believe. We're going to farm up a little extra energy and throw the Shadow Ball here. The Shadow Ball will do some nice neutral damage, as you can see. And we're going to shield this up as well. We're going to, even though that Tropius has a ton of loaded energy, we're going to be resisting the Leaf Blades, and Arrow Ace just doesn't do that much damage. We're getting off the Shadow Ball here to take out the Azumarill. We don't want to take any extra bubble damage, even though the Azumarill was low. So he brings in the Tropius here, and we have an Ice Beam loaded on our Azumarill, and he has a ton of loaded energy. So I wanted to make sure he threw all of his energy first before I swap into the Azumarill. And he did have to throw the energy there because we were about to get to a Shadow Ball. So he does throw his energy. He's out of energy, and now we can safely go into our Azumarill and throw this Ice Beam, and this will take out the Tropius. So good game. Yes, so on that, even though we had loaded energy on the Azumarill, I didn't want to risk kind of swapping in and, you know, like losing a CMP or something. I don't know the CMP stats for Tropius versus Azumarill, but didn't want to risk it. Galvantula lead. So I play this differently now, but here in this match, I didn't really know the matchup. So, you know, now I like to just go into the 1 shield and just hopefully catch a lunge on my Marowak. But we're going to the 2 shield here, and we're going to lose this because Galvantula, because of the bug typing, resists our counter damage. And he makes a great swap there into his Azumarill. We couldn't swap out fast enough, so we're just going to throw this Cross Chop. It's resisted, does almost no damage. We're going to go into our own Azumarill here. Let's see if we're able to pull this one out. So our Marowak does have a really good matchup against Galvantula. But so it depends a lot on what this trainer has in the back. We're getting off Play Roughs here. Again, this is another match that could take a while. So yeah, so hopefully we can handle whatever he has other than the Galvantula with our Marowak, because our Azumarill is going to be taken very low here in this mirror, even if we win. So I do make a swap into Marowak. I was hoping to just catch a charge move and preserve my Azumarill. He is getting off a charge move. A discharge would do a nice chunk of damage, but he goes for the lunge. I think that's a mistake. Well, let's see. I mean, he does lower our attack, but, you know, a discharge would have taken us really low, and this Stunfisk would have been able to KO us with the Rock Slide. I don't think it matters anyway, because we're not going to be able to finish off the Stunfisk. So either way, you know, this looks like a loss. Yeah, Shadow Ball doesn't do enough damage, especially with that lunge debuff, and he's going to be able to get to a Rock Slide and take out our Azumarill. So another loss there, definitely up and down. Is this the last game of this set? No, I believe this is the last game of this third set here. We land a favorable lead, Machamp against Stunfisk. He makes a swap into Skarmory, so we're going to throw this Rock Slide. And then I believe I'm going to switch into my Marowak. Yeah, so we do burn a shield there, and that's great. So Marowak has a really good matchup against Skarmory. Now we got to watch out for the Brave Bird. Sky Attack would, you know, so he does throw the Brave Bird there. Great play by my opponent. We're just going to go for the Bone Club. His defense was debuffed by the Brave Bird, so this will still do a lot of damage, and then we're able to just Fire Spin down. And now we have, yeah, we're able to get the Shadow Ball, and we're going to throw this at the Stunfisk. This will do a lot of damage if he doesn't shield. He doesn't shield, and now we're able to just come with our Machamp and farm this down. Oh, sorry. So we come into our Azumarill here because he had some loaded energy, and I just didn't want to waste shield. So he brings in his own Azumarill, and we stay in with our Azumarill. Again, our Machamp has a very favorable matchup against the Stunfisk, which is very low anyway. So, and we're still up. We still have 2 shield. Likely gonna, do I use the shield here? We do use a shield. Gonna preserve health on our Azumarill. We were up on a shield anyway, so, you know, no use in, you know, flexing too hard. Getting off the play rough, so we do burn both of his shields. This is probably gonna be another play rough here. Do I shield? I don't shield. Gonna save the shield just in case for our Machamp, in case somehow the Stunfisk is able to get to an Earthquake. Gonna throw a play rough here. Takes the Azumarill really low. I believe this opponent's Azumarill was trying to charge up some extra energy. So we're just gonna throw this Ice Beam. This will take out the Azumarill, and we should just be able to bubble this Stunfisk down, and we are. So good game. I think that was another 3-2 set. It is. All right. Now going into this last set here against Snaver Guy. So we land a very favorable lead. Because of the Ice type, we are doing super effective damage. He makes a swap to Azumarill, so we swap right into our Azumarill here. Azumarill wants to avoid that matchup against Abomasnow because of the grass typing. The Energy Ball would hurt a lot. And both of our Pokemon in the Marowak and Machamp handles Abomasnow, so this is a situation where we don't have the win switch advantage. We're going to try to burn a shield. We're definitely not going to invest any of our own shields. So again, switch advantage, not very important. We're going to charge up some extra energy and then throw this Play Rough. This will take the opponent's Azumarill pretty low. And are we able to get to this Ice Beam? No, we're not. Yeah. Okay, so my opponent throws his energy. It's a Play Rough, takes us out. Probably going to bring in the Machamp here and just farm this Azumarill all the way down. He doesn't have any energy, so now we're absolutely loaded. We have more than a Rock Slide worth of energy. Let's see what he comes in with. He brings in a Machamp, so we're going to throw these cross shops. These will likely get the shield, and then likely going to switch into our Marowak here. Marowak is resisting those moves, and he makes a switch to Abomasnow, which is, I mean, it works for me. Our Fire Spins are doing super effective, double super effective damage, and we're resisting any move here. The Energy Ball still kind of hurts, but it's totally fine. We're going to save our shield, and we're just going to get off these Bone Clubs against the Machamp. He's out of shields now, so we're not just going to go to the Shadow Ball. We're going to shield this, even if it's a cross shot. We still have 2 shields. So going to be able to get to the Shadow Ball, and this will KO the Machamp. So we do take the win in this first battle of this last set. Going up against El Briano 97. She leads with a Stunfisk, so another favorable lead. So again, I'm seeing a lot of these Stunfisk kind of steal leads to catch. I guess Galvantula leads are common, although I haven't seen them a lot in these sets. So, but I've seen a lot of streamers run Galvantula, and I thought about running, posting a Galvantula video. I have a Galvantula that I've used in Great League, and I enjoy using it, but I just didn't want to post another Galvantula video since there are already so many creators out there that are making those videos. So I thought I'd just post something, you know, different. This team is working for me to kind of climb. I think at the end of this set, I'm going to hit rank 6. You know, with this new system that they've had for season 4, you know, you just need, it's kind of like anyone that plays their sets and has a basic knowledge of typings and fast move counts can reach rank 9. Although like my win rate is pretty low this season so far, so I don't know how that's going to affect the climb to rank 10. Just getting off these ice beams, we do get the shield there. This Deoxys is going to have to throw energy. It makes a swap into Stunfisk, which is perfect. We're just going to go straight into our Machamp. She's switch locked now. So, sorry, I've actually had comments saying, you know, it's pronounced Machamp. So I'm going to try to remember to say Machamp. But I'm just so used to saying Machamp that, yeah, I'm going to slip up here and there. Getting off this Rock Slide against the Deoxys does some nice neutral damage. She's getting off a move as well. It is a Psycho Boost, takes out our Machamp. We're gonna bring a Marowak here and just be able to fire spin down, and that's gonna be a good game. So going up against Masahiro here, Machamp against Whiscash. All right, so kind of neutral matchup. We do win the 2 shield here, and our Marowak definitely wants to avoid this, while our Azumarill does okay against this. So not gonna shield that first Mud Bomb. Hoping he just doesn't shield here, because we would likely be able to win if he doesn't shield. He does shield, so getting off of another Mud Bomb here, we're gonna shield again. And then he makes a swap into Azumarill. We're gonna go off this Rock Slide. Again, we have an Azumarill in the back that can handle the Whiscash, so this is not that bad of a situation, especially if we can win this matchup. He is down a shield now, and he's running Hydro Pump, so we're definitely gonna win this matchup because Hydro Pump is, you know, it does less energy because it does less damage because we resist it, and it costs more energy. So it's really, you know, you're really at a big disadvantage if you're not running Play Rough in these mirrors. We do get off another Play Rough, and this is likely going to be another Hydro Pump. Probably going to look to farm extra energy here and then possibly throw the Ice Beam. Yeah, we charge up 1 extra bubble, and we're just going to get off this Ice Beam. This will KO the Azumarill at this range. Brings in a Skarmory. We're gonna go right into our Marowak, and we still have a shield, and so we're just gonna be able to shield this Mud Bomb. Are we gonna shield here? Yes, we are. And then we're able to get the Shadow Ball. We're gonna charge up a little extra energy. Throw the Shadow Ball. This will KO the Whiscash, and then Skarmory, you know, whatever it throws is not gonna KO us. Even if it's a Brave Bird, I don't believe it takes us out at this range. Just throw the Sky Attack. And then we're gonna get the Shadow Ball. This will put the Skarmory really low, and we should just be able to fire spin it down. It'll be close. Yeah, my opponent just backs out, and we still had a Machamp in the back anyway. So good game there. Whiscash lead again. I don't know if this is a popular team now. This set was played this morning. We're gonna go off this Cross Shot. Machamp is gonna win CMP ties against Whiscash because of our really high attack stat. He's getting off a Mud Bomb here, so we're just gonna match shields. Again, we do win the 2 shield. I believe we win in all shielding scenarios. I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to look at that matchup. Brings in a Skarmory again, so we're gonna go for another Rock Slide. Are we gonna get his last shield? No, he lets it go, but it does so much damage. And we're just gonna bring in our Marowak here. This is likely it could be a Brave Bird, I think. No, just a Sky Attack. And we're able to farm it down. Perfect. And he brings in the Whiscash here. Great move by my opponent. I shield that up because we had a ton of loaded energy there. And my opponent is going to either shield this or let the Whiscash go. Whiscash does go after 1 fire spin, and he has a Galvantula in the back. So it's a good thing we save this Marowak here. This Bone Club does get shielded, and he's going to have to throw... No, he doesn't. Okay, so this is actually kind of dangerous because now he has a ton of loaded energy. Probably gonna bring the Azumarill here. These discharges will hurt, but it doesn't take us out. It takes 2 discharges to take us out, and he goes for a lunge. Really curious. I guess he was going for the lunge and then discharge. Yeah, but it doesn't take us out, so kind of curious. And we're just gonna be able to likely counter this down. We get to the cross chop anyway, and we're able to finish it off. So good game. to my opponent. Yeah, either way, even if he threw 2 discharges, it would have resulted in a loss anyway, because he would have been out of energy, and our Machamp would have been able to get to the cross chop first before he gets to another charge move. Marowak lead. So this player does throw his energy first. It's just a Bone Club, so we're just gonna let it go, and then we're gonna throw the cross shot bait again. So when people start catching on, I'll probably start throwing the Rock Slide first instead. But you know, most people are shielding the first charge move, and we're able to get to another. Just like in that earlier game, we're able to get to the Rock Slide. So either get both of his shields, and we do, or he would have let the Marowak go. We're able to bring in our Azumarill here, and I was anticipating this swap, but he's staying in. This is likely gonna be a Shadow Ball. Does a good chunk of damage, but we're just gonna let it go. We're gonna charge up some extra energy here and then throw this Ice Beam. This will, even though it's resisted because of the fire typing, it's gonna take out the Marowak at this range. Let's see what he has in the back. It is a Ferrothorn. We're gonna go straight into our Marowak, and he was running that double grass line. Marowak handles this so well. This could be the foul play, so we're gonna have to shield that up. And lucky for us, he doesn't have any shields. So even though the Shadow Ball is resisted, Shiftry is not very, it's not very tanky. So we're just gonna be able to fire spin it down after that. And Ferrothorn can do absolutely nothing against Marowak. We're gonna resist this, unless it's a Thunder, but Thunder doesn't do that much because it just does neutral damage, and it's a non-stab move. Shadow Ball is gonna do a lot and take out the Ferrothorn. So good game to my opponent. Yeah, so that was the last game. We do go 5-0 in that set, and we're gonna hit rank 6 here. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well in season 4. It's definitely been I haven't been doing as well in season 4 as in season 3 so far, but it's still early in the season, and gonna likely be trying different teams here. Again, this team isn't the best if people start kind of leading Galvantulas and Mew. Mew with the new flame charge, so I expect that will be more popular, and Machamp won't want to see that. But if you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.